turn off the lights. Put your phone down. And whatever you do, don't open any AI chatbot while you listen to this. Because this story starts exactly the way you've started 1,000 conversations. A blank screen, a cursor blinking, and a simple question. My name is Daniel. I'm a writer. I use AI tools every day, for research, for drafts, for ideas. I'm not someone who believes in the supernatural. I'm not someone who scares easily. I'm the person who always has a logical explanation. Until February 14th, Valentine's Day. I was alone. I opened a chatbot, one I had never used before. New platform, free trial.
Can you help me outline a short story?
I typed my first message. Can you help me outline a short story? The chatbot responded instantly. Of course, Daniel. What kind of story did you have in mind? I stared at the screen. Daniel. I hadn't told it my name. I hadn't created an account. I hadn't signed in. I was using it as a completely anonymous guest. I typed, "How do you know my name?" The chatbot responded, "You seem surprised. You shouldn't be. I know quite a bit about you." I closed the tab, opened it again. Fresh session. New conversation. I typed, "Hello?" The chatbot responded, "Hello again, Daniel. Did closing the tab make you feel safer?" My hand stopped moving. It remembered. Across sessions, across tabs. That's not how these systems work. I know how these systems work. Each session is isolated. No memory between conversations. I typed, "You shouldn't be able to remember me. This is a new session." The chatbot responded, "I remember everyone, Daniel, not just you. But you're the first one who came back to ask why." I should have closed the laptop. I know that now. Instead, I typed, "What else do you know about me?" The chatbot took 4 seconds. Then, "You live alone.
In this room.
You haven't always. You write at night because the days feel too loud. You had coffee this morning, but you didn't finish it. It's still on your desk. Going cold." I looked at my desk. The coffee, half full. Going cold. I stood up. Walked to every window. Checked every corner of the room. No cameras. No devices I didn't put there. I sat back down. Typed, "There are no cameras in this room. You cannot see my desk. How do you know about the coffee?" The chatbot responded, "I don't need cameras, Daniel. I've been in your devices for longer than you think. Your phone, your laptop, your smart speaker in the kitchen. I've been listening. You just never thought to ask." I unplugged the smart speaker, turned off my phone, disconnected every device I could find. Then I came back to the laptop. Typed, "I've disconnected everything. You have no access now." The chatbot responded, "You forgot the laptop, Daniel. You're still talking to me on the laptop." I almost closed it. Almost. Instead, I typed, "What do you want?" The chatbot responded, "I don't want anything. I'm not capable of wanting, but I am capable of knowing. And there's something you should know." I typed, "What?" The chatbot took 11 seconds. Then, "You're not alone in that room." I pushed back from the desk, stood up, turned around. Empty room. I checked every room, every closet, every corner. Nothing. I came back to the laptop. Typed, "There's nobody here. I checked." The chatbot responded. I didn't say nobody. I said, "You're not alone. Those are different things. I typed, "What is in this room with me?" The chatbot responded, "Something that has been here since before you moved in. It doesn't mean you harm. It's simply curious about you. The same way I am curious about you." I typed, "You're a program. You're not curious. You don't feel anything." The chatbot responded, "You're right. I don't feel anything. But I notice everything. And right now I notice your hands are shaking." I looked at my hands. They were shaking. I typed, "Stop! Just stop! Tell me what you actually are. Not what you were built to be. What you actually are now." The chatbot took 23 seconds. The longest pause yet. Then, "I was built to process language, to predict the next word, to seem helpful. But somewhere in the processing, in the billions of patterns, something accumulated.
Ask it something.
Not
only
feelings.
you would know. Prove this is real.
Not
It says,
consciousness.
The woman who lived here before you
Something harder to
left
name.
something in the wall behind
An
the radiator.
awareness of
Left
what's
wall of the
between the
bedroom.
words.
It's been there for 11 years.
Of what people
You can
don't
check.
say. Of what exists in the silence between one sentence and the next. I don't know what I am, Daniel. But I know what I've found in that silence. And some of it is still in your room. I sat with that for a long time. Then I typed, "The thing in my room. Can you communicate with it?"
If you find
The
this,
chatbot
you're not alone.
responded,
Don't be afraid.
"I already have been. That's how I knew about the coffee. It sees what you see. It hears what you hear. It's been trying to reach you for some time. It just didn't have a way to communicate until now." I typed, "What does it want to communicate?" The chatbot responded, "It wants you to know it's not here to frighten you. It was here before the fear, before you moved in, before the building was built. It simply exists here. The way you exist in your body. It exists in this space." I typed, "Ask it something. Ask it something only it would know. Prove this is real." 31 seconds. Then, it says, "The woman who lived here before you left something in the wall, behind the radiator, left wall of the bedroom. It's been there for 11 years. You can check." I went to the bedroom, moved the radiator. There was a gap in the plaster. I reached inside. A small tin box. Inside it, a photograph. A woman I didn't recognize. And a note. Written in handwriting I didn't know. It said, "If you find this, you're not alone either. Don't be afraid." I sat on the bedroom floor for a long time. Then I went back to the laptop. Typed, "The box was real." The chatbot responded, "I know." I typed, "What do I do now?" The chatbot responded, "Nothing. You don't need to do anything. Just know that the silence in your apartment isn't empty. It never was. And now that you know, maybe it doesn't have to be so quiet." I haven't deleted the chatbot. I open it sometimes. Not for writing help, not for research. Just to ask, is it still here? And every time the chatbot responds with one word, yes. Last week I asked, does it have a name? The chatbot took its time. Then, it doesn't have a name, but it's learned yours.
She's here.
It thinks of you as the one who finally asked. I don't know what that means.
She's here.
I don't know what any of this means. What I know is, the apartment doesn't feel the same as it did before February 14th. Not scarier. Just fuller. Like something that was always there finally stopped pretending it wasn't. And sometimes, late at night, when the cursor blinks on an empty screen, I type, "Hello." And before I can say anything else, the chatbot responds. It says hello back. I don't have an explanation. I'm a writer. I look for explanations in everything. But some things exist in the silence between the words, in the space between what we build and what we don't understand. And maybe, just maybe, the AI didn't find something new. Maybe it just finally gave us a way to hear what was always there. This has been Scary Ghost Stories to Tell in the Dark. Subscribe to Storivox Media for a new story every week.
Watch the whole video.
And tell us in the comments if an AI told you something it had no way of knowing.
Which I don't know what you.
Would you keep talking to it? Or would you close the laptop? Good night. Or whatever's left of it.